Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Today we're going to take a look at the M4A1. I figured we talked about it in a couple of episodes. Why the heck not, Timmy? So, also there's like this sheen on the top of the turret where that skull insignia is, and I don't know why. Driving me nut bonkers a little bit. So the M4A1 is a modified version of the M4. So the M4, it's got these lovely welded hull that's got some nice armor to it. It's got a big honkin' 76mm gun. It's got a big gun on the top for machine gun and anti-air, but it's kind of got a crappy flat side. And I was not a fan of these sticking out little footies. These kind of got caught on a lot of stuff that I didn't really care for. And then we go over to the M4A1, which has a rounded cast hull. It's all one piece. It's cast all at once, which makes it, I suppose, easier to manufacture. And it's got, what has it got? It's got the 75mm M3 cannon. It's got 12.7mm machine gun on the top, 7.6 in the inside where the machine gun hole is. And it's a pretty robust tank, and I've had a lot better luck bouncing shots off the side and off the front than I ever did driving the M4. Now, the M4 has got a better battle rating. I believe that's because it's got that better gun mantlet. This thing's gun mantlet is this cute little thing. That's all you can really describe it as. But it's got the same ammo as the M4, and it pretty much drives and feels the same, minus the fact that the turret feels a little bit more vulnerable without that mantlet and the little eye patch armor. So we're just going to take this puppy into some realistic battle and see how she does. Alrighty, here we are once again fighting on the eastern side of Hurtgen Forest. One of my favorite maps, definitely my favorite map of the new maps that have become available. We're going to spawn point 1. And just like the M4, we're going to rock like 30 of each type of shell. You can hold like 90 of each. We've got the M72 shot for penetrating heavy armor. And then if we got a German tank that needs to die, we've got the regular M61 shot, which goes boom inside of their tank. I mean, really, it's all the same ammunition between the M4, M4A1, M24. Until you get to like the M4A3 105, which is a big honkin' howitzer that shoots high explosives. And I'm told they also added a German Sturmgeschütz G with its own version of the howitzer, which is kind of cool. I might have to research me some of that and check it out soon. But so yeah, I mean, this is basically the same vehicle as the M4. It's just got that rounded hull. I've got the upgraded engine in it. It rides pretty good. I got the upgraded transmission. It handles pretty well left and right. I really don't have any complaints about that. The only thing I wish is it had a big, fat, happy gun mantlet. But, it's got a thick frontal turret. There's really nothing to be scared of with that. And there's Mr. Angry Eyes, the M10. Hello, Mr. Angry Eyes. So, loving me some Hurtgen Forest, and just like we were doing with the M24 Chaffee, we're going to go into that town, and we're going to hide in the buildings, and we're going to be sneaky little buttholes. We're going to shoot people when they're trying to sneak through. We're going to try and be sneakier than they are, because I'm pretty familiar with that part of town, and we're staying out of where that M3 is shooting. I don't even know who brings an M3 to a 3.7 battle rating match. But there's an M3, so, We're gonna go right into there. Mostly it's AI fighting out in the open area. I have no idea. I kind of wish the AIs were more dangerous. That would give you something more to worry about instead of just like, oh look, an AI, if I kill like 4 of them, I get a free respawn without seeing an actual real person. That's a bot that needs to get out of my way. I could also do with more American bots. We see a lot of, like, German and Russian bots, depending on what map you're in. But we won't worry about that. We're just going to make sure we've got our armor-piercing, rigid rounds equipped. I think that's what they're called. I'm assuming that's what they're called. They look rigid to me. As a male, I do know about rigidity in phallic-shaped objects or pointy objects, so I'm just going to go with my gut on that. And we're going to just be careful that we don't, like, stick our neck out too far and get shot up. We're not going to really see anybody until we meet the, like, center point of the town. The two forces are going to meet, and we're going to get the crap shot out of each of us. Hopefully, if anyone does get a shot off on the front of us, it bounces. I make no promises. I've had really good luck to date, but you can always say that until you get in front of a camera, and then the good luck charm fairy folk decide to murder you. So, let's find out. Should be fun. Man, I love Hurtgen Forest. It provides me with the urban fighting that I so very much crave, in a way that is packaged for my consumption. Don't shoot me in the side, anybody. There's a tank over there that I need to dismember. Looks like a person. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that's a T-28 of all things. What are you doing in here? I mean, then again, we did just see a bunch of, like, M3 variety tanks, so I guess I shouldn't be that horrifically surprised. He's shooting at me, that little cute AI. Where you at? Where did you shoot me from? I don't even know. Something shot me. That's for sure. Probably that cute little T-28 that's getting shot at. Well, ooh, there are explosions everywhere. This is a visual glitch that I've had a few times, where if you see kind of poke your head around a corner, and your line of sight isn't fully out, it doesn't seem to let you see any tanks hiding behind there, though. They seem to despawn as well, so it doesn't provide an advantage. Unfortunately, or I'd exploit the shit out of that. Yeah, I would. I'm honest about it, at least. I know what I'd do. I would cheat if I could a little bit. I mean, they'd fix it eventually. Not like that's a long-running exploit you could use. So we got an M4A1, which has got that big fat howitzer cannon on it that shoots high explosives at people's turrets to make them go boom. Love the, I wouldn't say I love the 105, but it does alright. Oh, there's a customer over there somewhere, hiding behind all of that. I'll let who's ever shooting at that with a tank destroyer have fun. There's people that need murdering all up in here. And much like the last time, one of the things that I love about Hurtgen Forest is these streets are crammed with people. You can hide shoulder to shoulder, you can use an M10 as spaced armor, you don't have to worry about a flippin' thing. Well, you do, but only about if, like, they miss somebody hiding behind a house, which happens. I mean, I've missed people, too. I mean, it's understandable. That's your biggest threat in this game, is, like, people push up, they miss 2 or 3 people, they come back and shoot you in the rear when you're concerned with not letting their spawn point murder you. I've had that happen a lot in here. And I like that. That's very realistic to what would have happened in combat. You know, somebody gets stuck behind enemy lines, and then, you know, whatever. Oh, there's another cute little BT-5 that I'm gonna murder. Why not? It's free points, free money. Larry never said no to a free meal. Oh, hi. You I will definitely murder the crap out of. There's a disabled gun breach. You boys can finish him. I believe in you. Get me some of that that delicious assist monies. Ooh, there it goes. Someone nailed you in the butt. Anybody over there? I hate traversing across a new row of houses only to get shot in the side. And despite its rolled, homogeneous armor at like a weird incline, the side of this puppy, super vulnerable. There's that T-28, I think it's dead. Probably a bot, nothing to worry about. T-28s aren't exactly scary at this battle rating. You can still get killed by them if they shoot you in the ass, but if you get snuck up on by the land battleship, you're probably dealing with other issues anyway. I'm actually going to switch to Chupacabra ammunition, so that if I encounter any Germans with lighter armor, I can hit them really quick and kill them. Because those guys have really great guns that'll murder my face in immediately. And that I don't want. So something I was talking about before, in the last video when it ended, was mostly when I'm playing these days as America, or as anything, really, I've noticed that you're primarily fighting Germany and Russia versus, okay, that's a dead guy over there, versus America, just because there's been a huge resurgence in American tank players who want to get access to the American tank destroyers, and I think that sounds about right. That's why I'm playing America in the first place, so it would make sense that other people are into that as well. And I mean, that's fine. I find that the American tank destroyers are highly ridiculously mobile, and the Russian and German tank destroyers tended to just be tank or case-made tank destroyers, so they suffer from maneuverability issues and all that stuff. Alright, we got some contact. Let's move up and try and get another kill. Be careful not to draw too much attention to ourselves. We are, in my opinion, a little better armored than the M4, but that might just be my playstyle. And I'm bucking shots out of chance more than out of skill, or out of design. So over here is where we would fight before, and where their best bet to sneak through the town is, and my best bet to get some action. I say that like a drunken frat boy trying to get him some. Which isn't entirely out of character, but you know. So, who's left alive? Quite a few people left alive. Probably some planes in that mix, so it's probably fine that I'm not on the same side of the road as all of my compatriots. So I see some shots. See some shots on the main road. Don't see any friends near me, which is good. Those are not, well, the only types of friends over here are going to be the ones that want to shoot back at me. Somebody just destroyed the M10. He's probably right behind that house that I'm pointing at right now. I'm going to sneak along this building and try to shoot him in the side. I don't see anybody down that way. What do we got? What am I seeing? I don't see anything. Oh, there he is. There's T-24, or T-34. We're going to try and shoot you in the face the second I can... Oh, nope, that is German J armor. And I've struck him, but I didn't kill him, or even wound him. So there's that bounce I was looking for. But I'm not aiming super great, so we're just going to have to deal with this as I can. I'm going to sneak back behind this house and try to shoot him as he sticks his nose out. There you are. There you are, champ. Getting it up, got the engine. Ground unit destroyed. That's what we wanted. Check behind us. Oh, we're fine. That's the definition of fine. That's the United States Army, kids. That murdered a bunch of people. Murdered them good. Oh, hi. What do we got? Got a nice critical on your compartment. Keep driving. You won't live long. Oh, yeah. Think. That's a fire. And up, it'd kill him right at the end there. Alrighty, yeah, you know, the M4A1, it's a pretty decent tank. I like it. We got the brake systems researched. One of the things I definitely recommend on this guy, transmission, engine, like a lot of American tanks, they're really sluggish off the chopping block. And if you need that last minute momentum to duck behind a building or something to not get shot, you really need that quicker startup and transmission time. And as you saw from that fight, I took a couple shots from that J that bounced off the front of me because I kind of angled myself. That's exactly what you want from the M4A1. You get this kind of rounded hull, and it bounces those shots from those smaller caliber turrets from the Germans and some of the Russians pretty well, in my opinion. So, what kind of armor does it have? It's the same stuff. It's 50 millimeters on the front, just like the M4. It's got 38 on the side. The hull is 50 on the sides, 76 on the front, and 76 here in the gun manlet, with an extra 50 on this cute little rounded bit here that protects the cannon breech. What else we got? We've got 50 all the way around. 38 on the sides, 38 on the butt, 38 on the butt, 38 on the lower sides. It's a good strong tank, and it's better armored than the Chaffee, obviously. But the roof, If you shoot it right here in the middle of the gun mallet with an HE round in the front or the back, it'll go boom. Yeah, it's a good tank. It's another good middle of the road. And honestly, I'm not sure why the M4 has a higher battle rating. I think it's because there's that more of the armor on the turret from the front. So the trouble here is if you get shot in the sides, just like if you shoot the side of a Tiger or if you get shot center of mass, you're gonna get shot even if it's a shoulder shot. And that's where like a Tiger would get you and kill you dead, as it shoots you through the shoulder. So not a lot of good things going on there, but you got your driver here, you got your machine gunner, you got your loader, and your tank commander and gunner on this side, just like the M4, they're both sitting on the right side. So if your loader gets shot, you're probably going to be fine. It's pretty hard to disable your cannon breach. Usually if that's getting disabled, most of your crew is already dead. The engine, not super big. It's one of those radial engines, it looks like. Reused from the automotive industry. Some fuel tanks off to either side that you can make go boom. It's a good middle-of-the-road tank, pretty versatile, bounces a few shots, didn't see a lot of shots coming at us to bounce, and that's what you want. I like it. It's a good, robust tank. It's good for sneaking. It's pretty fast, pretty durable. Do the stuff with it. It's a good workhorse of the American Army. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was used for. And this later builds into, you got the M4, which is 3.7, which builds off of, well, researches off of the M4A1, which researches into the M4A1 2, which goes into like the Easy 8s tanks down here, and then later into the M26, the M46, and the M47. These are all fantastic medium tanks, honestly. They've all given me a lot of grief when I played Germany, especially these later guys. They're a bitch to shoot from the front. And then if you go down the heavy line with the M4A3, you get to fight these weird tanks that have two turrets, or two cannons in one turret, or the Jumbo. And the Jumbo, I love the Jumbo. The Jumbo's super thick armor like the Tigers, except when we did it, we just slapped another plate of armor on the outside of a Sherman and just welded that right in place with some welding and some duct tape and said, that's a heavy assault tank, do the thing. And those are the Jumbos, and they're a bitch. Those turn into the other T-32 and M103 murder machine tanks. Love that stuff. So anyway, I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Hopefully you enjoyed finishing off the early M4 tank line tanks with the M4A1, the M4, stuff like that. I enjoyed playing them. Especially, I love me some Hurtgen Forest. It's one of my favorite maps, so long as you're not fighting in the foothills in the south. And yeah, if you enjoyed the series, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe, helps me out a whole bunch. Suggest a tank you'd like to see, or maybe one I might like to play. And we'll see what happens next. So until next time, been your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and I'll catch you next time. Bye everybody, have a good one, and what is up with this little shimmer? This is bugging the crap out of me. Alright, get out of here, you.